Hello guys! Today, ang ituturo ko sa inyo is all about subsets of real numbers. Okay, let's start. Subsets of real numbers. Numbers are a subset of real numbers. Okay, so ito yung kailangan nating unang tandaan. Ang numbers ay subset ng real numbers. The letter N, okay, can be denoted by this letter N, is the symbol used for natural numbers. And these natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. Okay, so yung natural numbers, same lang siya sa counting numbers. So this set includes all the numbers we use for counting. From the word itself, counting numbers, lahat ng ginagamit natin for counting. Starting with 1 and so on. So from 1 to infinity na yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. All counting numbers are positive numbers. So that's our first subset. Okay, yung natural numbers are also known as the counting numbers. And then the second subset of real numbers is the set of counting numbers na merong 0. So including 0 na. So just the counting numbers na from 1 to infinity. Pero this time, may 0 na siya. So from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and infinity. So yun lang yung pinagkaiba nila. And then now, kapag meron na siyang 0, ang tawag na sa set na yan is the set of whole numbers. So whole numbers are denoted by the symbol W. So W naman yung dinedenote siya. Kung yung natural numbers can be denoted by N, ang whole numbers naman daw is dinedenote as W. Thus, the set W has the elements 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So, pinakaiba lang ng whole numbers sa counting numbers is ang whole numbers may 0, ang counting numbers wala. Okay, so yung whole numbers nag-i-start to 0 hanggang positive infinity. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then ang counting numbers naman, so 1 na siya nagsisimula. Okay? So next, if counting numbers are positive numbers, there are corresponding negative numbers like negative 1, negative 2, and etc. If we combine these three sets of numbers, the counting numbers, the 0, and the negative numbers, so kung kanina, counting numbers and 0 lang, whole number yon. This time, kapag kinumbine mo dun sa counting numbers and 0 yung negative numbers, mabubuo yung ating third subset ng real numbers, which is the set of integers. Integers na yung tawag sa set na yan. Commonly, we use the symbol Z for integers. So, Z naman yung ating symbol. Okay? Kung ang symbol for counting numbers or for natural number is N, and then for whole number naman is W. For integers, Z yung ating symbol. So, the set Z, okay, yung elements niya is from, and so on and so forth, hanggang negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. So, basically, that's from negative infinity, hanggang negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, hanggang positive infinity. Okay? So, lahat ng positive and negative numbers is integer yung tawag sa kanya. Okay? Or nasa set of integer siya. Okay? So, this Venn diagram illustrates the first three subset of real numbers. So, meron tayong malaking integer, and then subset ng integer na yun, okay, ito, subset ng integer na ito, itong whole number. Okay? And then, whole number, sa baba niya may mas maliit na bilog, natural number. So, yung bilog na yan, nire-represent niya yung order ng pag-subset nila. So, integers, ang subset niya, whole numbers and natural numbers. Pero ang whole numbers, natural numbers lang yung subset niya. And then yung natural numbers or yung counting number, wala siyang subset. Okay? So tatandaan niyo yun ha. So let's proceed. The fourth subset of real numbers is the set of rational numbers. Okay? So rational numbers are often denoted by Q. So Q naman yung symbol niya. From the first letter of the word quotient. Okay? So, ito yung reason bakit Q siya. Quotient. So, yun yung magiging palatandaan nyo para malaman nyo if ang isang number is rational or hindi. Through the word quotient. So, bakit quotient? So, these are fractions, decimals, and percents, which represent a part of a whole. So, quotient siya kasi nire-represent niya yung part of a whole. So, basically, that is just a quotient. So, fraction, decimals, and percent yung ini-include niya. Okay? And the last subset of real numbers is the set of irrational number. So, ito yung ating last subset ng real numbers. irrational number. Kung yung fourth subset, rational number, ang last subset, irrational numbers. Example of irrational numbers are square root of 2 and square root of 3. So, ito yung mga primary example niya. Okay? So, irrational numbers are a subset of real numbers. Highlight natin to. That cannot be expressed as a fraction. Okay, so ito yung number na hindi mo siya pwedeng i-express as fraction. Wala siyang expression as fraction of any integer and have decimal expression that are non-repeating and non-terminating. Okay? We will denote irrational numbers as q prime. So kung ang rational numbers is q, ang irrational number is q prime or yung q na merong parang guhit sa taas niya. Okay? Parang may exponent na 1 pero hindi yan exponent na 1. Parang ganun lang. May guhit sa taas niya. Okay? So the union of the set of rational numbers, okay, rational numbers o yung q, and the set of irrational numbers, q prime. So yung union nila, pag pinagsama mo sila, ang mabubuo mo is the set of real numbers na dinedenote as symbol r. Okay? So, ang q union q prime, so ganun siya in symbol, is equal to r, or real numbers. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong Venn diagram. Hindi siya totally Venn diagram dahil wala namang nag-overlap sa kanila. Pero, you can consider this as a Venn diagram. Itong rectangle natin is the real number. Okay, ito, real number to. May given naman siya, may linya, meron siyang label na real number. And then, nakaseparate yung irrational and itong irrational and rational number natin. Okay, kaya sila nakaganyang separate, ibig sabihin, walang pinagkaparehas ang irrational numbers and rational numbers. Wala silang same number. Okay? And then itong rational number, meron siyang tatlong subset, which is integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. Okay? And then, sa baba ng rational number, yung integer, meron naman siyang dalawang subset, as I said earlier, which is whole number and natural number. And then yung whole number naman, meron siyang subset na isa lang, which is natural number lang. Okay, and then yung natural number, ang subset lang niya na pwede is yung sarili lang niya. Okay? Dahil yung definition natin ng subset, kung babalikan nyo, pwedeng maging subset yung sarili niya. Okay? So, let's proceed. So, we have here an example. So, naka-table na to para mas organized tignan. So, identify which sets of numbers the given number belongs to by placing a check mark or shading the correct boxes across the row. So, basically, mag-check lang tayo kung saan nagbe-belong yung number na yan. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong 10 given number and then i-identify natin kung nasa set of counting number ba siya, nasa set of full number, nasa set of integer, or rational number, or irrational number. Okay? So, binigay na natin kanina ano yung mga nasa set ng given natin. So, by that, ma-identify na natin kung ang isang number ba ay nakapaloob sa counting, sa whole, or kung anumang set. Okay? So, first we have here 6. So, is 6 a counting number or not? So, 6 is a counting number. Dahil ang set of counting number natin is from 1 hanggang positive infinity. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so forth. So, yung 6 nandoon sa set natin. Then, next, is 6 a whole number? Yes. Okay, dahil from 0 to positive infinity naman ang whole number. Is 6 kasama sa set of integers? Also, yes. Okay? Dahil ang ating 6 is nandun din sa set from negative infinity to positive infinity. And also, 6 is a rational number or not? It is a rational number. And then, irrational ba yung 6? Hindi. Okay, dahil rational siya. So, meron tayong pwedeng palatandaan dito. Kapag ang isang number is counting number na siya, automatic na siyang whole number, integer, and rational. Dahil yung counting number, okay, subset lang siya ng whole, ng integer, and ng rational number. So, ibig sabihin, automatic na yun. Okay? Pero kapag hindi siya counting, hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi na siya whole number, hindi na siya integer, or hindi na siya rational. I-check mo siya. Okay? Dahil palaki ng palaki yung pagiging subset nito. Okay? May nai-include ng may nai-include sa every set na ito. Okay? And also, kapag rational na siya, automatic, hindi na siya irrational. And vice versa. Kapag ang number ay irrational, hindi na siya rational. Dahil walang number na both irrational and irrational. Okay? So, either of the two lang yung isang number na yan. Okay? So, let's proceed. We have here 23.15. Is 23.15 a counting number or hindi? Hindi. Kasi, may decimal siya. Ang counting number, wala naman decimal sa set niya. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Walang decimal dun. So, hindi. So, check natin kung whole number naman siya. Kung nasa set of whole number naman siya. Dahil hindi naman automatic yon. Ang automatic lang, kapag ang number, counting number, automatic, whole number, integer, and rational na rin siya. Pero kapag hindi, i-check mo pa isa-isa. Okay? Is 23.15 nasa set of whole number ba natin siya or hindi? Hindi. Dahil ang nadagdag lang naman dyan is 0. So, wala pinagbago yung pagiging, yung pag-a-analyze natin. Okay? And then, is 23.15 an integer or not? Hindi rin. Dahil ang nadagdag lang naman sa integer, besides sa counting number na 1 to infinity and 0 sa whole number, ito lang yung mga negative number. Okay? And 23.15 is not a negative number. So ngayon, check naman natin kung rational siya or irrational. Is 23.15 a rational or not? So, rational siya. Bakit? Kasi ang rational numbers natin, ito yung mga percent, fraction, and decimal. And 23.15 is a decimal number. So, rational siya. Then, obviously, hindi na siya irrational. Dahil sabi ko nga, walang pagkakaparehas ang rational and irrational na number. Or, walang number na both rational and irrational. Okay? Ngayon, meron naman tayong third example natin, negative 3. Is negative 3 a counting number? Hindi din. Kasi negative siya, walang negative sa counting number. Is negative 3 a whole number? Hindi din. Dahil from 0 to positive infinity lang yung whole number. Is negative 3 an integer? Yes. Dahil ang integer, kinocomprise niya yung mga negative numbers din. So, basically, integer siya, edi rational na rin siya. Okay? Hindi na siya irrational, obviously, kasi rational na siya. So, let's proceed. For our fourth example, 0. Is 0 a counting number? Hindi, dahil hindi naman nabibilang ang 0. From 1 to positive infinity lang tayo. Is 0 a whole number? Yes. Kasama na yung 0 sa whole number. From 0 to positive infinity. So, by that, kung whole number na siya, integer and rational number na rin siya. Dahil subset lang naman yung whole number ng integer and ng rational number. Okay? And then, hindi na siya irrational kasi rational nga siya. Okay? Then, we have here 2/3. Is 2/3 a counting number or not? Hindi din. Dahil wala namang fraction sa counting numbers. Whole number, hindi din. Kasi fraction niya eh. Wala namang fraction dyan eh. Ang may fraction lang dyan is yung rational. Tulad ng ating decimal. Okay? Dahil lang nasa rational, ulitin ko, percent, fraction, and decimal. Okay? So, that's the explanation bakit rational number lang siya. Hindi siya counting number, hindi siya whole number, and hindi rin siya integer. Okay? Then, let's proceed sa ating pang-sixth na example. Square root of 81. So, dito, baka malito kayo. Square root of 81. Yung mga example natin kanina sa irrational, kung matatandaan nyo, square root of 2 and square root of 3. Does it mean na kapag ang isang number ay nasa square root, irrational na ba siya? Hindi. Kailangan i-check nyo pa rin kasi baka mamali kayo. Ang square root of 81, meron niyang sagot. Which is, ano ba ang square root of 81? It is 9. Okay? Gagana lang yung logic na kapag naka-square root siya, automatic irrational na siya. Kapag yung nasa loob ng ating square root is not a perfect square. Okay? Or wala siyang definite na square root. Wala siyang whole number na square root. Doon lang magiging irrational yung ating given. Okay? So, by this, ang square root of 81 is 9. So, by that, yung 9 yung magiging basis natin if that is a counting number, whole number, etc. and etc. So, basically, 9 is a counting number. So, check tayo dito. And then, sabi ko, pag check tayo sa counting, check na rin tayo hanggang rational. Dahil, subset lang naman yung counting. Okay? Palaki ng palaki yung set na yan. Okay? So, check na tayo sa whole number yung 9, integer din yung 9, and also, rational yung 9. And then, obviously, hindi na siya irrational. Okay? So, for our 7th example, we have here square root of 13. So, as I said, sa ating square root of 81, yung previous example natin, i-check muna natin kung perfect square ba siya. Or yung square root ba ng number na nasa loob na yun is a perfect square number. Okay? Or meron siyang whole number na square root. Yung square root of 13 ba, pag in-square root mo, whole number ba yung sagot? Or whole number ba yung lalabas? Hindi. So, it means, irrational na agad siya. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Hindi mo na siya kailangan dumampas sa counting hanggang rational. Kasi, pag irrational siya, hindi na siya rational automatic. Okay? Yung square root of 13 is the same as yung example natin na square root of 2 and square root of 3. Okay? Wala silang definite square root. Ibig sabihin, non-repeating and non-terminating yung sagot niyan. Okay? And then, now, for our 8th example, we have here, negative square root of 36. Ayan. So, irrational na ba agad yan? Kasi, square root eh. Hindi. Check uli natin siya. Okay? Meron ba tayong square root of 36? Meron. Which is 6. So, eksakto siya na 6. Whole number siya na 6. So, it means, doon natin siya i-evaluate. Pero may negative sa labas. So, ang i-evaluate natin negative 6. So, automatic, yung counting and whole, hindi na agad. Kasi, puro positive integers lang naman yan eh. So, dito na agad tayo magsisimula ng check. Okay? Bakit? Dahil ang negative 6 is an integer, and also, negative 6 is a rational kasi ang integer. Subset lang naman niya ng rational number. So, automatic yan. And then now, we have here 3 square root of 3. Is 3 square root of 3 counting? Hindi na agad. So, para mas madali, ang titignan nyo dyan yung square root of 3. Okay? Nasa example natin kanina na ang square root of 3 is an irrational number. Kasi, wala siyang definite na square root. Okay? Wala siyang square root na whole number. Okay? Puro decimal yung ano niyan eh. Yung square root niyan. Non-repeating and non-terminating. So, 3 square root of 3 is a irrational number. Regardless na may 3 siya sa labas. Okay? Dahil may square root of 3 pa rin siya. So, irrational number na agad siya. Then, for our last example, kindly comment down your answer sa ating chat box kung ano sa tingin nyo yung classification ng 2.15, 15, 15, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, if medyo nalilito pa kayo sa kung paano tayo nagka-classify ng ating given, pwede nyo balikan yung earlier part ng video na ito para mas maintindihan nyo ano yung counting, ano yung whole number, ano yung integers, and ano yung rational and irrational, and also ano yung tinutukoy natin sa real number para mas maintindihan nyo yung ating lesson for today. Okay, maliwanag ba yun? Okay, so that's it for our video for today. I hope may natutunan kayo and maraming salamat sa panonood.